Well, hello there, my name is LoveSpuds and you join me for the last challenge in the Champions mode, the Ultimate Challenge. And there's the little description for the challenge. These drivers have 14 combined Drivers' Championships between them, just over 1,000 Grand Prix between them, and whatever that number was at the top. And there they were all gathered there, looking all special. Kimi looks very evil. You should go back and have a look at that. Look at his eyes. So we line up for the grid.
I don't know about you, but I'm excited about what we're about to witness. 6 world champions on the grid, 6 of the best drivers in Formula 1, and 1 ambitious challenger. I can't see the outsider winning, but it's a one-off race, so who knows?
Well, if it wasn't so easy into the first corner, maybe I would have a bit of a challenge. But, well, we'll see how it goes. I'm not very good on this track as yet. I have improved since I have recorded this, but since I had never driven this track before doing this, it's a bit of a struggle getting round, and my lap time isn't particularly fast, so it does end up being a little bit of a challenge. But as you can see, we've taken ourselves up to 4th. Schumacher's getting a bit aggressive. Raikkonen backs off a bit, and we're up behind Vettel. You can see I'm not too smooth around these corners just yet. I have managed to get the achievement for doing a lap time under 1:39 or something, whatever it is. But I think my best lap on this is probably a 1:45 or something. So yes, here we go. See if we can get right on the back of Vettel, nearly edging him off there. Very aggressive. But we're right where we need to be right now. This 6-lap race, so we've got plenty of time to catch Hamilton, providing he doesn't stream off into the distance. So he's the one to beat, it seems. As hopefully we can build up a little gap before Vettel tries to come back at us. We're nearly taken Hamilton there, but sort of shuts the door. I can't really get past here. Not very much opportunity for overtaking on this little bit. There was on that tight corner where I got right into the back of him. This last corner can be an overtaking opportunity, but it's not particularly easy. The run up to the first corner can maybe be the best shot at the start of the lap, obviously because it's the first corner. But time up the inside, unfortunately that was too hard and fast into that corner, so actually ended up going straight on. That's a tricky corner to get right, especially if you haven't done it before. Now I'm just getting messed up, getting a bit of crap on my tyres. They're pretty comfortable in second at the moment. I don't think we should come under any real pressure anytime soon. I mean, Vettel is quite close behind me, but the rest of the pack have sort of edged off a little bit. They seem to be stuck behind one of the champions there. Don't know who it could be. Maybe Button's not getting the tyres to work. Let's see if we can get into Hamilton's slipstream there. Try and make a move into this tight corner at the end of the straight. Going on the outside. Even if it didn't work, I would have done the cutback if I had the chance. But no, it's enough to get around him, and we've taken first place from him. I don't expect him to give it up too easily. He might be back in a moment, especially if we go wide like that. But I think he's maybe a bit too far behind to pull a move out so far. So what we need to do now is defend the position and maintain the gap, at least, and maybe even make it bigger. But taking the corners like that doesn't help, as Hamilton sort of goes into the side of me there. But can't make a move into the final corner as we go on to lap 3. Let's see if I can take this first corner properly this time. DRS is now enabled, so I need to keep Hamilton away from the 1 second mark. or keep him more than 1 second behind me. He could make up some time here in this little twisty section. But it's looking good so far, apart from that. You know, every time I say something like that, something goes wrong. And now he is definitely within a second now. Could be in trouble on the back straight. Yeah. As you can see, I'm not very experienced on this track yet. I mean, it is the new track after all, so you're not bound to be the best ever at the first couple of goes. I mean, the real Formula 1 guys haven't even raced it yet in the real world. Hulkenberg had a video up, Codemasters put a video up, should I say, of Hulkenberg driving. He managed to do a 140 on the lap, which was a very good lap, in a proper racing seat and all that. That was quite impressive to see. Hamilton didn't actually make a move. I don't think he had quite enough speed. Maybe I used a bit of KERS there. I didn't quite look, I'm afraid. But so far we're doing an okay job of keeping him behind. As long as we finish first, that's the challenge. Oh, a bit of a slide. I was going to say that's the challenge dealt with, but there's still a bit of a way to go. We're only about just over halfway now, as we're coming far into the final corner to start lap 4. Going wide, this could mean Hamilton can close the gap quite considerably. I would have thought at this point he would have got past again, but he didn't. But Hamilton's still within 3/10 of me. And being really careful on the first corner. I do struggle a little bit to find the right turn-in point for that corner. So yes, not much else is going to happen now. I'm still going wide on that corner. Oh, Hamilton is coming back, but it's not quite enough just yet. He might go past now. And let 3 of them through. I didn't even realise Schumacher was there. Shows how much I know, because I've completely forgotten what happens in this race. But we're going to take Vettel again and Hamilton on this corner. It's definitely within reach. We've got DRS and we're going to use the KERS as well. Let's get right on the back of Schumacher. And look at the speed difference with DRS open. Hitting the rev limiter. And into the left-hander. Easy. Even though this is meant to be on hard mode. But still. There you go. Now we need to keep him behind. Try not to make any more mistakes. Because the closer to the end you start making mistakes like going wide like that, the more chance they have of taking the lead right at the last minute and ruining your challenge. But even so, it is still looking good, even though I'm, you know, not perfect, but I'm getting there. I'm still in the lead, which is all that matters for this challenge. I don't need to get the fastest lap like I did in Sebastian Vettel's challenge. Yep, 2 laps to go. Schumacher is still within 1 second of me. That corner was taken a little bit better. Could have been a bit closer to the apex, but yeah, not too bad. Not going straight off into the distance, into the barriers. Sort of learning the track now. I'm not going so wide on that twisty bit, but I am going a little bit slow. So it's sort of like, you know, the lesser of two evils. You go a bit slow, block them a little bit, or you go wide and let them past. So, you know, I'd rather slow up a little bit and get in their way without getting a penalty for illegal blocking or something stupid. So they could have DRS on me, so I've deployed a bit of the KERS just to get ahead. So I looked behind there to see how close they were, and there were no way they were going to get up close to me. They might just see me at the end of this straight, but no, the straight is definitely not long enough to make a move. Schumacher's only just within a second. If I can do a couple of good sectors here, I'll be out of their DRS zone. Yeah, quick news update. What's been going on in the world of F1? The teams have travelled to Korea at the Yonggam circuit. I finally can pronounce it properly. thanks to Anthony Davidson and his hot laps. But yeah, they're all there, and I cannot believe I haven't had a day off work since before the Japanese Grand Prix, and I've still got one day to go. But at least I got the weekend off, and I can sit back, watch the BBC coverage of all the practice, the qualifying and the race. Even though I have to get up a bit early, but I'm used to that anyway. I'm used to being up early. And I'm gonna chill, have a massive recording session, watch the races, or the race, should I say. And then it's gonna be my weekend sorted. Plus a few other little things that I might be able to do. There's a little bit of a moment there. I completely forgot about that. Schumacher's got past again. We should be comfortable though, because we're in his DRS zone, so I just need to stay calm and try not to bash him off the circuit like that. That never happened. If anyone asks, that never happened, okay? Right, so we got past him again. That was a little bit of a moment. It should be okay for now. Also, another piece of news, Manisha Kaltenborn, Sauber team's CEO, and something else, responsible for business operations. Okay, yep. I'm just reading the article as well while I'm doing this. She's actually been named as the team principal, taking over from Peter Sauber, who didn't wish to be on the pit wall when he turned 70. He's about to become 69, so true to his word. So he's handed over the baton to Miss or Mrs. Kaltenborn. I don't know if she's married, but it was on the cards for a while. She's been in effective control of the team for quite some time now, since like 2010 or something. And yeah, it's the first time a female has been in charge of a Formula 1 team as team principal. It's a good moment for the sport. Especially for a team that's 20 years old, the 4th oldest team in Formula 1. So that's good to see. 6 world champions make that 7. I don't think I'm world champion just yet. I was in the last game, but I'm not going to do that anytime soon in 2012, I don't think. Maybe next season, the season after. Hopefully I'll get a contract offer. But that's another set of videos. If you want to see my career, it shall be in the description. And I'll put an annotation on the screen around about now if you want to see my career playlist. That's where you'll find all my career videos. So here's a little bit of a replay. Just seeing the bit of the overtaking moves. There's the first corner. Side by side with Schumacher. Looks like there's Jensen and Alonso at the back. Kimi Raikkonen was there also. Got past him. So this is up behind Vettel at the start, the first lap. Pretty good camera views here. I like that one. That's a nice view. I kind of like the camera views that don't follow the player's car precisely, because on the TV cameras they're trying to do it, but they're always a little bit off because they're trying to predict where the car's going, and you sort of lose that immersion when you're looking at a replay that has been done in a game, because it's completely fixed on your car. It just sort of doesn't look quite right to me. And then, so I like the views that sort of like see all the cars go past, and I'm sort of not entirely happy that you can't see or view other cars in the replays, or get different camera angles of different cars. I kind of think they should add that in eventually, even if it's in the next game or the game after that. I kind of would like to see some more camera views, and maybe even be able to view other cars while you're in the pits, like a TV sort of coverage thing going on. While you're sitting around in the qualifying or in practice, you could watch the other cars going around like they do in real life. But anyway, yeah, that's where I outbraked myself on the first corner, trying to get past Hamilton. So we're coming back again, going around these little twisty little bits that remind me slightly of Silverstone, but it's sort of adjusted a little bit, because you've got a few of these corners that seem like they're almost carbon copies of track some other circuits. So you got bits that do actually seem familiar, but they're, you know, sort of modified a little bit to make it seem like they're a new track. But overall, I quite like the circuit. I mean, I looked at the track layout and I thought, what the hell is this? I mean, it doesn't look pretty at all, but when you drive it, it's quite nice, really. Once you get used to the old twisty and turns. And here's the move on Hamilton around the outside. Almost going a bit wide there, but I held it on quite nicely. Let's see if there's any more replays here. No, that's it. And that's it. That's the end of all the Champions Mode series. This is all in a playlist if you haven't found it already. And yeah, there's our gold medal for the Ultimate Challenge. And it says, now try to improve your performance against each champion. Well, why would I need to do that? I've got gold medals against all of them on the so-called hard difficulty mode, which I guess must be like somewhere between intermediate and professional difficulty. And here's a little cutscene you get at the end. Number 1. Oh yes, the Spuds is number 1. I'm going to celebrate with the team. So all that remains for me to say is goodbye, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed all this Champions Mode. And join me next time for more career videos. Currently ongoing. There's the trophies for the proof that you've done it. Golden Delicious. Oh, I do love an apple. But anyway, yep, join me next time for more F1 videos, more career on my channel. I'll see you next time.